If you were to ask me when have been the times you found the most fulfillment, you might expect an answer like the time you graduated, the time you became a doctor, the time you went on vacation, the time you ate great food, or the time you moved into your first apartment. I wouldn't blame you for thinking that. The surprising answer is none of those make the top spot. In fact, the answer is much simpler than that. The answer is simple but hard to enact, hard to apply because it takes discipline. You see, in this day of hyper-connection, everything is about showing other people what you're doing. You graduate, you tell other people you graduated. You're on vacation, you tell other people you're on vacation. You have great food, you tell other people you're having great food. But have you ever thought that it is possible that the highest fulfillment you could achieve could happen while you're on your own, while you're all alone? There may be people around you, or there may not be, but in your head, you're alone. This is what I'm going to try and explain in this video, and explain how it can make sense. Sitting here and working actually feels amazing. I get to sit here, cut out all distractions, challenge myself with something new. No one knows what I'm thinking, the questions I'm asking myself, and the solutions I'm coming up with. Everything is happening in my head. For me, these are the most fulfilling times. The times where I enter this mode, and you enter this mode so deeply that you lose track of time. When I was reading this book about deep work, a lot of the stuff mentioned really resonated with me. Have you ever thought about why craftsmen speak about their job so highly? For example, mechanics or athletes, artists, painters, architects, even software engineers. The reason is that they allow themselves to be removed from all distractions and completely drown in their task, the task at hand. If you've ever experienced this state, you'll get so addicted, you won't want to come out of it. The biggest issue right now is that the world is set up to obstruct us from entering this state. If you work in an office, then you kind of are expected to answer emails really quickly, and it distracts you from the problem-solving tasks that you were just working on before that. If you're a doctor, then you're constantly interrupted by other administrative tasks, and it distracts you from thinking about clinical problems and thinking deeply about them and problem solving. You're rarely allowed to enter the state of deep focus, and it makes you unfulfilled. In fact, it makes you miserable because you feel like you're underachieving. Your desire to improve and challenge yourself becomes underused. And so in some ways, you kind of feel stuck in life. So I asked the question at the start of the video, what brings you the most fulfillment? And the answer is very easy. It's when I'm working. It's those times when I've sat down doing medical school questions for 6 hours non-stop, or times when I've been sitting and editing videos trying to get that animation right and I haven't moved from my chair even an inch. It's times when I'm playing football and I'm running down the wing and I continue running, I score goals, and 90 minutes feel like 15 minutes. So the solution is to find the craft, or find your craft. A craft that allows you to enter the zone. No one's going to tell you to quit your job because it has lots of elements that involve shallow work and not much deep work. You need to pay your rent and you need to pay bills. But outside of that, you should have a craft that you can hone your skills in and spend time within. And in 10 to 15 years time, when someone else asks you the question, what brings you the most fulfillment? Expecting the same answer or a similar answer to what you were expecting from me, then you can tell them it's when you're doing your craft.